Okay, how you doing? This is Pat, and this is Rick.
How you doing?
We are here to show you the brand new dump body that is coming on your brand new Hino that's being delivered to your location. First of all, this Hino is under CDL. Anybody can drive it. So it's the normal kind of truck that you've gotten over the years. You're pretty familiar with it. The dump body is brand new hoist, brand new electric tarp. We made several improvements to this over the previous manufacturers that we'd like to point out to you. First and foremost, what we saw when we were getting previous dump bodies from the Salvation Army was the roofs were caved in. So we created this little catwalk that goes across the top. I'm going to climb up top here and show it to you, and then show you the inside of the body also. But it's a lot safer. If it's snowy and icy, your driver is not going to be at risk. We created this ladder on either side. You'll see it on the other side when we get over there too. It makes it easy to climb up with a nice handrail. So bear with me while I climb up. Excuse the jostling of the camera. There's the inside of the body. Get up top, just swing yourself on, and it's that easy. Now we equipped this with a Rhino lining, an anti-skid Rhino lining. Not only going to serve to protect the metal on the catwalk, but also during winter slippery conditions, it's going to be a lot more grip on the shoes of the individual who might be up here. You have the inside of the body. Real strong rear doors, heavy hinged. We'll go over that when we get down. This is the Donovan tarp. It's an electric tarp. Best in the business. So, we improved the design. We made the walls flexible. Let me get down here and I will show you the rest. Bear with me. Just that easy climbing up and down. So, Rick, do you want to explain the sides a little bit?
The sides, the entire body is box constructed, which is much stronger than the previous bodies. It's all 12 gauge steel. It's all seamless across the bottom.
Yeah, so you've got a solid weld versus a spot weld. You've got spot welds on these posts because it's got to be able to flex.
Got to be able to flex.
Right, and the water gets down there and just drains out.
Correct.
You got conspicuity tape that's good for, that's actually required, but for vision at night, decreases liability. Now we're going to check out these rear doors that are pretty impressive. They are, we have 3 hinges on them that are heavy duty hinges. The doors weigh a lot, but as you can see with Rick opening it, you can open it with a finger. It's real easy to move.
Again, box design, box construction, very strong. 2-lock system with a heavy plate that comes over the door. Easy to operate. Safety chain to lock to the side of the body to keep the door in the position on the side. The inside of the body is all solid steel welded. There are 2 drains up at the front, 5-inch heavy duty stainless steel screens with, again, heavy 10 gauge steel covers. Very easy to clean out should any debris get in there, but they will keep the body dry for the most part. Again, solid steel welded all the way across the rear.
And those drains are an upgrade versus what they used to have.
They used to have what they called a kazoo. It was a 1-inch drain, and
they get clogged up.
These are 5-inch.
Yeah,
they're much better.
With a screen to catch debris that might be gathering on there.
There is no bulkhead across the back of the body. that's been eliminated, so the doors can open wide and anything that's in the back will fall
You
right
have
out.
couches, you got cabinets,
Anything.
whatever. You don't need to shake the body to try to loosen it up or have a driver get out and try to take care of it. This is wide open now. It'll dump out very easily at the dump. We have recessed LED lightings
All the way around.
all the way
All
around,
lights are
right?
LED.
So that's a major improvement over the last body. And you know, you've got them recessed back here so that if something hits right here, it's not going to break your light, which is a major advantage.
Dock and ICC bumper.
And one thing to point out with these hinges, they've got Zerk fittings, and that makes it easy to grease, as you can see right there. And that should be maintained throughout the life of the body, and it'll always, you know, just like grease on a door hinge.
That should the pinpoints for the dump body. They should be greased every time the truck goes in for service. These should all be greased.
Okay, so now we'll come around the other side. Basically the same as the right side. You see the solid arm and the solid connection here of the Donovan dump body and the ladder on this side. So if it's easier and more safe to climb up on the roadside or the passenger side, it's flexible. If they need to get up there for any reason to work on the tarp, or you know, it's very easy, and they're not going to crush the top of the cab and possibly fall off because it's icy. So I guess we want to operate let's show you the electric tarp first in operation.
The operation of the dump body and the tarp itself are very simple. Let me get the truck started first. With the truck in neutral and the parking brake applied, now we know that we can activate the dump body. Always make sure to check your overhead clearance for any wires or any trees or any obstruction. There's a button right here next to the steering wheel.
This is really easy.
Hit
So
that.
check your surroundings first, and then so the driver can do this. You know, once you make sure you have nothing above like an electrical wire, the driver does it from inside the cab. And what is that, about 12 seconds?
That's simple.
Yeah, it's easy. Anybody can do it.
Now,
And it's fully electric. So, I mean, with the fully electric tarp, you get a lot better of a wind than if somebody's climbing up there and trying to wind it themselves, keep it straight. The mechanism is very sophisticated. It keeps the tarp rolled properly. Okay, easy as pie. All right, now I want to show you before on some of the old dumps, the PTO was inside. The driver had to engage the PTO by pulling up on a lever and then sit in the cab and dump. And we made some changes in that regard also.
with the truck again in neutral and the parking brake applied. Right here's the switch. It's that hard. Now the PTO is engaged.
And you can hear it engaged, so you know that it's going to be ready to be operated.
There's no longer a shaft on the inside of the cab. We've eliminated that. We're now using what's called a hot stick PTO. It's built by Muncie. It's the best in the market. The operator box comes with a tether.
That's the
And
operator box right there.
This
the
has
driver,
a magnetic back. This simply goes there when you're done.
it's not going to flop around while you're driving.
Up is for up. Make sure there's no lock. There isn't. Now again, it's that simple.
And the key advantage here is your driver doesn't have to be sitting and facing away from where it's dumping. I mean, you still can sit in the cab if you want to, but you know, you're not gonna hit a power line if you're sitting inside or standing outside of the cab.
There is a safety prop on either side. Go up a little bit higher. I want to activate that.
It's real easy, and it's on a simple hinge.
And it will go right in there.
Yeah, take it up a little higher, Rick. All right, now you just bring it down a little bit.
Now we are secure.
And that's safety. I mean, it's not coming down if you have a failure, or the very unlikely event of the failure of the hydraulics. We have a double piston hoist here.
40,000 pound. Again, Zerk fittings there and up there. It's built by Champion. It's one of the best on the market. A Muncie PTO pump. The drains you can see up here
Oh yeah.
are up there. And again, this body has been coated 3 times with a PPG heavy metal primer that will resist an awful lot of rust.
Yeah, so the whole goal is to stop rust on the cross members going across the bottom of the body. So we undercoated 3 times, and it's going to be a lot sturdier than if it was just bare metal.
Correct. Let's take the body up a little. Watch that.
And just rest it right back down. I'm going to go around the backside, Rick. An idea of how high up that goes. Without that top bar coming across the back doors, anything that's in that body is going to just dump right out. And it's just that simple.
And turn the PTO off.
As soon as you're done, turn the PTO off. He's already got the controls magnetically mounted back onto the bottom of it, so that's not going to be flying around the cab and get broken while you're driving down the road. And here again is the recessed lighting for the body. So those aren't going to break. I mean, you're going to have to hit something inside of there for them to break.
And that's
Well,
it, folks. It's
That covers
simple.
it.
Enjoy
We-
your new body, and
We hope you like the new design. We are positive you're going to be very satisfied with it. And
we look forward to your feedback. Let us know.
thank you very much.
Thank you.